Right, very good morning. What a result last night. Good morning, Vivian. Hope you're well. What a result. Yes. What a result. I'm currently watching a new thing. Ski sprint up the top of the mountain and then back down. But yes, last night Newcastle United did it. We got the fastest hat-trick in the UEFA Champions League with Anthony Gordon, who I wasn't sure would play because obviously Harvey Barnes has been on electric form. And, pardon me, Malik Chow also on the score sheet. So, yeah. And we didn't keep a clean sheet. Bit of a downer there, but it is what it is. So we have the return leg at St James's Park where we should finish the job. But I always had faith. And I couldn't watch the match last night. My Xbox is playing up. It's either the Xbox that's playing up or the app. So I couldn't watch it. And I had to wait until it was on YouTube. And watching the players, Kieran Trippier and Anthony Gordon, talking about what happened on the pitch. So, yeah, 4 goals from Anthony Gordon, 2 penalties, and goals from Malik Chow and Jacob Murphy, who gets his very first UEFA Champions League goal. Now, I was watching young Adam Pearson last night, who was outside of the stadium, And real good performance. Morning, Raw Dog. Now, we've got City on Saturday, which that's going to be a hard game. Very hard. But we're in the business end of the season, so we should know that, yes, it's going to be hard, but we've got to go out there and do it again. I think we can. And good morning to Heme Returns. So, I hope everybody saw the posts on my YouTube. And those posts were me talking yesterday to Gemini. And Gemini building a roadmap. So that is now sorted and we move forward. We never stand still. We always move forward. And shortly, in about maybe an hour or two, I'm going to be trying to sort Streets of Home. If I can do that, and it looks good from what I've seen so far, then there's a chance. Also, in with the chance is something which I'm also putting into place. That is so that I get help. Heavy Metal Funny, morning. You mean Streets of Home game? Yes, I mean the game. Yes. And if this works, then we'll see. There's two things going to happen today. One is hopefully the game, and the second is for my YouTube channel and using something which came across. So that's going to be put into place probably this afternoon. But yeah, hopefully with the Streets of Home game, it'll come out the way I'm hoping. So yeah, positive bits. Now, I was watching the have you contacted a game developer? I was going to get in touch with the game developer down in I think it's Bristol or somewhere like that. However, I'm going to try this new thing and see what it comes up with, because it mentions being ultra realistic. So if it works, then it works. Did you get the keys to the new house, or do we need to have a word with the estate agent? No, I haven't had the keys yet, but the estate agent is aware of what I want. So we just wait and see. And those of you who have looked at the posts on YouTube, that's important to read the posts, because it gives you information which is vital to the success. That's important. That's why I'm telling you about it. It's not just about, go on to my YouTube page and look at the videos. There's more than just videos. There's also posts where I'm showing you the progress. And one positive thing, we have to wait until July for that to happen, which is part of the roadmap. And I'm still waiting for a message on Discord from Radium. And hopefully, if I can munch it all in today, then I'll try and get a response from Radium today. And then we can move forward. Now, the hope I have in the return leg of the UEFA Champions League is this. We beat that team again at St James's Park, and we've either got Chelsea or Barcelona. And then we go into the next knockout stage. So, yeah, always have belief. And that is one of the strong points. It was even mentioned by several. There was Blink, NUFC, Adam Pearson mentioned it, Pete from Loaded Mag NUFC also mentioned it, where fans' expectations and moving forward, we just have to believe that we are capable of doing the business on the pitch. And after seeing 7 goals last night, later on from YouTube, bloody good goals. Will you move into the new house soon? Hopefully. And will it cause a delay in the Mighty Magpie Show production? No, it won't cause a slowdown, because I'm just waiting to hear from those behind the scenes at Flover.ai. So as soon as they get back to us, we plow on. That's the good thing. And there are another 2 options anyway to swap everything over that I already have. So yeah, the thing which I want with the Mighty Magpie Show is this. I'd love half an hour of a show where you'll have my songs running in the background. And it may not be until episode 3 where there's not a game at St James's, there's a concert. So letting you know. But as I was saying just before there, on my YouTube homepage, check out the posts. The posts are important, and I took loads and loads of pictures to post, and there's 3 per post. So you get 3 pages to look at en route to becoming registered with the authorities, which is that's the main aim, to be registered with the authorities. So what else we got here? I have read the posts, but it's not good. AI will always try to agree with you. Right, okay. Even if you tell it a bad idea, it will tell you it is a good idea. Well, it all depends what. Like, I'm going to give you an example. The example is this: Christian, who is the boss of We Are No Code, all one word. He said in one of the interviews where these were mentioned, he mentioned Vo, he mentioned Bolt, and there was a few others. I think it was 5 different platforms. And what he said was, before he even looked at doing anything with his computer, he's standing staring at the screen the same way I am. And he said this: before you attempt to ask artificial intelligence, have a good idea first. Then you are not wasting credits. This is his words. Yeah. And he has since done other videos where he's turned around and said, what we got, crypto fan dash UK. Good morning. Good morning to you. Now, what Christian said was this: it is possible to make what you want, but, and he said this in the same video, guardrails where AI cannot go outside of your guardrails. And he said, be strict. So I am. Colin from Bath and crypto UK, AI is unreliable. You should speak to real experts. Okay, crypto fan, let me just give you a little hint. Okay, just a little hint. Some of the biggest artificial intelligence companies and what they do. Yeah, they are investing, and they're investing big amounts of money. They're investing in huge data centers, which are filled with row after row after row of servers. Yeah. You're not going to spend billions if there's no return. It's just common sense. So everybody fears, and everybody, there's loads of people who turn around and say, oh, artificial intelligence is this and it's that and it's the other. No, it's not. You give it instructions, make sure there's guardrails in those instructions, and it'll build it. What have we got here? Heme returns. What if instead of buying the house, you buy lots of AI credits and use them to make even more money? No. The plans that I have, which most people they know about, that's it. There is no, there's no chance of keep, push more stuff out there. No. What I've got, what I've said, that is it. That's the end of it. And Vivian, someone else mentioned citizen advice. They may be able to help with guardrails. No, that's misinformation, Vivian. Misinformation. It's like saying to somebody, I went fishing and I caught the smallest fish in the pond. Except when I got home, the fish was about 6 foot wide. You know, it's misinformation. Um, Good morning, Kevin. What I'm saying to you is this. Um, like I said to Gemini, which is part of Google, and we all know Google's absolutely a giant. Yeah. So we all know that. But artificial intelligence is getting smarter. Yeah. Um, could you not look into other AI? I don't want to. That's the end result. I don't want to. I want to be able to build something, and once it's built, show you. That's it. And if what I'm building is a success, I get to have the keys for my new home. Brilliant. The overall thing I want you to take away from all of this is of the different ideas, them being pushed out so that you can have a look and you can engage. And then, with what I've said in the posts, I get registered as a viable business. That happens, I'm happy. Um, if you knew somebody who worked at Google and knows how to code in Solidity and knows about NFT, would you listen to them? Well, you've mentioned something just there in your conversation about Solidity, which is for an ERC20, which I do have as well. But I can turn around and I can ask one of the big providers and say, here's my code, view it, and if there's any errors, fix it. And if there's no errors, deploy it. It's that simple. You see, I went through a long time of saying to people, and it gets tiresome, where you're asking people to come in and nothing happens. Yeah. So I'm not going to go down that road. I'll rather ask or say to one of the big providers, this is what I've got, check it, and if there's errors, correct the errors within this guardrail. AK-47, if your ideas take off, would you consider moving to Darras Hall area of Newcastle and perhaps then interview Newcastle players living in the area? possible. But it wouldn't be Darras Hall. It would be somewhere close to the airport, Newcastle International Airport. But yeah, and Road Dog saying, I think you should take a trip to the local college and see if anyone can advise. Local college? Well, no. I've already been to the local college. What now? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I don't need to go a fifth. You know, simple as that. Crypto fan is saying, wow, ERC20s are very exciting, but require expert coding skills. Where did you get your IT degree? I didn't get an IT degree. I didn't. And he is saying, why don't you ask big provider right now? What, during my live? Is that what you mean? During this live? Ooh, that's dangerous. Ice hockey is on the Olympics at the minute. So I've got a plan. I'm following each individual step in that plan. So from 1 through to 5, I'm going bit by bit until there's nothing left to do. And yeah, so what we got here, I mean, you talked about over a year saying all you need is a Solidity dev. I've gone past that. Way past that. Now I know for a fact that certain things can create a smart contract. I know that because that came up in the conversation yesterday. So I know it can do it. And if it can do a reasonable smart contract, it's possible that if I say to it, here is, for example, here is 32K TV, it will go through everything that I'm showing it, and it will turn around and say, there is 1, 2, 3 faults. What would you like me to do? So I'm not going to go down the road of a human expert. That chance has been and gone. What else we got? Crypto fan dash you. Oh, I thought you must have lots of coding. No. I've got what you would fit on a first class stamp where knowledge is concerned. And that is just in the first section of learning to code. Like, so there's loads of videos on the channel about that where I'm doing various different things on Udemy, which failed us. So yeah, Colin is saying, how's the game coming along, Paul? Do you think it's 32K compatible upon release? It'll just be standard. Yeah. And upgrades in the future. You've got to build the stuff first. Build it, test it, and carry on. And So I got him at Raw Dog. What do you do for work? You seem very wealthy. You can donate to Paul. Very generous. Well, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing of today. Super chats, super stickers, memberships are all available. And with what I did yesterday, that hasn't been sent yet. And Raw Dog saying back, I have a humble desk job and do stock trading in my spare time. My neighbour does stock trading as well. Right, so my hope is this as we move forward. If everything falls the way I want it to fall, then those down in the city, they'll know about it. And that's as much as I'm going to say because they already know most of it. And they watch. Yeah, they do. They watch my YouTube channel as well to see how I'm doing. So, yes, a job isn't all it's cracked up to be these days. I think Paul shows great resolve making his own way. Very true. There's the key in the core of what I'm doing is this. You can't get sacked from something you've created. It's impossible. So that's the edge I have. And another part of it at the edge is this. Now I'm sure I posted this on YouTube, which is key things which were said from Gemini, which is tech safety, which is very, very important. Also, which was mentioned, Sentinel. And Sentinel has one job, just one. Right, what else we got? Jobs are important. Yeah, they are. Now, I want to point something out to you, right? This is from chat. Oh, is he, Raw Dog? How much is he making from his projects? Well, I'm going to tell you this, okay? Let's put things in a nutshell. To make anything in life, you have to spend to make it. Like Raw Dog in his spare time does trading. So Raw Dog is putting money on the line in the hope that what he's trying to do wins. You can't get anything from nothing. Yeah. So you have to spend to make money. You can't do it any other way. And going back to what Christian said of we are no good, if your idea in the first instance is dog pants, crap, and other words to that effect, you're wasting time, you're wasting money. And you can't polish that. It's impossible. So you have the good idea and then you move forward with the idea. So what else we got? So crypto fan UK. It's impressive. You are making money as your own boss. I personally would have to rely on universal credit. And AK-47 Zombie is saying universal credit funds his projects. Who funds universal credit, AK-47? You have to earn money to spend money. The fantastic UK government, says AK-47. Now, let me just say this much, yeah? When you do what I'm doing, yeah, there is a risk. Yeah, there is. I ain't gonna lie. But I have something in my arsenal, and it's this: forward thinking. Not right now, not next week, next month, or 6 months. I go further forward and look and see what might happen. So I use that. What else we got? Colin, which idea do you think will progress the farthest? I have no idea. The ones which I think and hope that you really love is MMS. That's the hope. If MMS takes off, the likelihood is the others also take off. What's Road Dog saying? Is the People's Bus still ongoing? Yeah, well, with the People's Bus, yeah, there's a thing called RWA, which stands for Real World Asset. That's what a bus is. You get on a bus, you make your payment for your fare, you sit down on a seat. You don't sit down on the floor. So that bus then takes you from where you are to where you want to go. And when you've finished what you're doing in that place, you get back on the bus and you go home. Real world asset. And I came across that on Coin Market Cap. So what else we got? That's not real world asset. That's what it is. RWA. If what you need to do is this. Oh, what's he saying now? I work in RWAs and you were explaining them wrong. Right. Okay. Put it in chat. Put it in chat because let everybody know. Yeah. Let everybody in chat know. How RWA is about tokenizing real world assets into crypto. Right. That's what you just said. You've just said that exact phrase. Yeah. Now, if you are using a token, part of your own wording, yeah, you're using a token to purchase a bus. The bus is the real world asset. Yeah, it's the same thing. And crypto is the next generation. What else we got? One token could represent 1 bar of gold. Yeah, could. I think him is too clever for his own good, says Raw Dog. But using a token to pay for real life service is not what RWA means. What I'm saying to you is this: the RWA fits into the same sentence because, and I want you to understand this, when you're creating a coin, it's a token. It's a cryptocurrency token. And when you are using that in big numbers to convert from your big number, yeah, into USDT, that's a stable coin. You have to do the conversion to USDT, and then from USDT back to GBP. Now, what else we've got? Ask Gemini on stream right now and apologize to me. What am I apologizing for? What am I apologizing for? Heme returns. I think you've got your knickers in a twist here, because gold, silver, and other products like Nvidia, like Apple, like Google, like other things are under the bracket real world asset. And how you pay for said asset is either fiat or it's cryptocurrency. You can't do it any other way. You can't go to an exchange with a bar of gold. I want to buy this, because you can't do it. Oh, dear me, dear me. I'm giving you free education. Free education? Excuse me? This is not my first rodeo, to call it a phrase. Him. No. I bought my first cryptocurrency while I was still doing bus driving. So, education? No. Really? A real world asset. Yeah? You are using a token to buy something you can use. Is the same as you wanting to buy a new computer where you can play the top games. You are going to buy a computer with massive graphical power. It's not about payments, it's about one-to-one representation. Now, that's talking sense. That's talking real sense. AK Zombie, calm down, Paul. You may pop a blood vessel. Nah, I'm not going to pop a blood vessel, man. Colin, I think you're talking about transaction, Paul. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is, if you can do something one way, you can do it another way to reach the same goal. What is that poster on the sofa? Yeah. Also, we've got another one here. Cryptofan UK, incorrect. You buy the asset first. What did I say earlier? Did I not say earlier in this simple conversation that we are having? In 2017, I bought Ethereum. Why did I buy Ethereum? So I could build an ERC20, which is a smart contract. Ask Gemini on stream to sell this. You believe at the end of the day what you believe. That's it. Yeah. I've done everything so far to where I am. So, yeah. Last time I bought Ethereum, I could spend it on a Class B, AB. Quite nice transaction, I thought. It's not about what I believe. It's about reality, and not just because I believe the world of fate doesn't mean it's flat. Whatever. I will ask Gemini right now, what should I ask? So we can work this out. Look, I spent yesterday having a conversation, and I posted what that conversation was. There's still a few pages to post. And when that's done, that's done. The hope is what is up now is going to help towards getting the end goal. The end goal is something you can touch. Can't say further than that. Vivian's spot on. There's a bit of rationality. We don't need to argue or anything like that. What I'm doing, I'm following a course of steps to get the end result. And if the end result is something you can touch, like a cup of coffee, that is real. That's it. Well, Road Dogs, apparently he is not on Discord. He said that yesterday. So that person who is on Discord isn't going to be on there much longer. That is not What was that? Hey, some people just won't give up the bone, will they? Yeah, never mind. Now, no fighting in chats. We're all grown ups. We all have an opinion. Doesn't mean to say your opinion's right, but we all have an opinion. Now, I'm going to be carry on posting. There's only 2 or 3 posts left to do. Then I can look into Streets of Home. What's Crypto Fan saying? Hope is important, but hard work is key. Well, hard work, Gordon Bennett. I mean, sitting in a chair for up to 10 hours a day. I call that hard work. Mind you, people used to say to me when I did the buses, "Oh, you don't work hard. You just sit on your backside 12 hours a day." I went, "Yeah, that's correct. I do sit on my backside 12 hours a day, taking you to work and bringing you back home." So, yeah. Are you using parts of the keyboard? Yeah, well, that was when I was coding, Colin, using parts of the keyboard. Yeah, those days, wow, wait, man, I was like, where does that on the keyboard? And having to do brackets within brackets. Ooh, man, it drove my head nuts. Um, uh, Listen, can I just say something here? No arguing in chat. We're all adults. Yeah, or we should be. I mean, I'm definitely an adult because shortly I'm 59. Don't want to be like, but I am. One way is to spend money, the other way is to own a physical asset on a blockchain. That's very good, AK-47 Zombie. But yeah. So we carry on. And now the final piece of the jigsaw is in place. So I'm quite happy at that. Crypto fan, imagine a bus driver not knowing what all the pedals do. You've only got 2 pedals, mate. Now, there's only 2 pedals and a handbrake. Used to have 3 pedals and a gear stick. But the gear stick kept popping out in your hand and you're like, oh, that's not meant to happen. But it does. Yeah. That was on the old Mercedes-Benz minibuses. And that gear stick 3 times, or was it 4 times, came off in my hand. I was like, oh, 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 oh. It was one of the scariest things because foot straight down on the clutch, your third pedal, and then they did away with it. What was the best journey you ever had as a driver? X47. X47. Yeah. It's also the scariest. Very, very scary. Which is one of the reasons why I've got white hair now. Because of doing runs in stupid weather. You should do a YouTube series, Tales from a Bus Driver. No. There is something on the horizon, but it's not what you think. But there is something. Brilliant. They got all of the snow clears out, and somebody pushed over one of them cartoon characters. But yeah, I mean, I have got something planned. You made a rainy day fund channel, but uploaded no videos. Motsu is upset. Eh, my lord. Motsu's upset. I'm still in with YouTube because I get messages. And you made rainy day fun channel. That's true, yes. But there is content. And that content is because of watching 3 Americans do exactly the same thing. Are DayZ lives still coming? Yeah, well, I need something with big graphical power and enough memory to do the job. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, you know what, right? We've got such a character here, really, such a character that knows everything. The guy's a genius. Wow. And Colin saying Mozzo looks cute. Road Dog saying, could you not just point the camera at the TV on live? Streaming from Xbox is easy. Attach a webcam. PC Specialist UK as well. Yeah, PC Specialist, which is one of the sponsors of the Running Man Z, who is a British YouTube channel and Twitch. But we'll leave the streaming until I get what I need. AK47, did you do anything for Valentine's Day? No. Valentine's Day was cancelled. So, there we go. Now, what we got? Why not stream from the Xbox? Yeah, I'm looking at a game at the moment. I've just got to go out and get it from CEX. So, I thank everybody for coming in this morning, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. And we will do another video later if I have time to squeeze it in. But to all of you, have a fabulous day and be good. And always remember, as adults, we have, we can talk, not shout, talk. Yeah. And be good. Yeah. Always remember what we can do and what we can't. Yeah. Thanks for watching.